Hey guys, Moms Against Medical Bullying. So I just wanted to share something real quick. Lately I decided, with the grace of God, that I'm going to be leaving caffeine behind. Not drinking any more coffee. So I drank coffee for a long time. Um, but I think I've drank coffee all my life pretty much. Like I remember loving coffee even as a child, like, like probably 11, 12, 13. Um, but I feel like it's been a normal part of my daily life, at least the past, 9 years, 10 years, but probably way longer than that. So, but I always felt like probably I would end up maybe needing to quit coffee. And the reason that really has encouraged me to leave it behind recently is that I noticed, and I was always noticing, but I was kind of in a little bit of a denial because, like, I do love the way coffee tastes with cream. Um, but I do love heavy cream in the coffee. But the thing is, like, I can't find a really good source of heavy cream, and the cream in the store has polysorbate 80 in it, and I really don't want to consume polysorbate 80. I think that I was having some strange reactions to polysorbate 80 in the heavy cream. So, um, so yeah, I mean, so there was that. And also, there was the fact that my tolerance for coffee was also beginning to diminish. Like, I think that I used to be able to tolerate coffee better. But then, like, okay, so I used to be able to drink kind of as much coffee as I wanted and not really have a problem with it. But then, as years went on, like maybe 3 years ago or so, I began to realize that I can't drink coffee in the afternoon. So my tolerance began to lower, or maybe I began to metabolize it slower. I don't know, and so I said, okay, I can only drink a cup in the morning. I cannot drink any coffee after that or in the afternoon because it will totally mess up my sleep, and I won't be able to fall asleep. I'll feel sleepy but weird, and so, in order to avoid that, I kind of just stuck with my 1 cup in the morning. Sometimes I would mess up and get tempted to have another one and then feel the effects of it. But for the most part, it was 1 cup in the morning. But then I began to also realize that I couldn't drink specific types of coffee. So, for instance, okay, so I was having 1 cup in the morning, which was from I forgot what it's called. It's like this espresso maker that you put on the stove. Crap, I forgot what it's called. But yeah, so you kind of put water in it and it brews your coffee there on the stove. And that is really potent. Like, it's super strong. So I was drinking that, but then I realized that's too much for me. So I just most recently have went down to the regular coffee maker, and that was working out good. But even in the coffee maker, I realized I could not drink espresso. Like, if I put espresso, coffee, beans, grinded beans into the coffee pot, the espresso would just be too strong for my body. And even if I just had 1 cup in the morning, it would mess me up at night. It was almost as if, like, my body was storing the caffeine in order to be unleashed at the time that I went to bed. It's crazy. So, so I said, okay, I cannot drink espresso in the coffee pot. So I would drink like a French roast or just Starbucks Christmas blend. But even then, I realized, and I was kind of coming out of the denial of, the fact that caffeine, it brought me way up high, because it's like speed, and then it really dropped me hard, like down low. So it's kind of like the same thing with alcohol, with these substances, as time goes on, it seems that they cost more than they're worth. They ask for more than they're worth, and they end up leaving you in a worse place than you were. They trick you into believing that you feel so great with them, and then, at the when they're you know when they're no longer in your system or when their effect has diminished, it really drops you down to a low. So that's what was really happening to me with coffee. I would be like get really high up and then boom, crash. And so I really like started to hate that feeling, and I just hated feeling like I had to be careful of what kind of coffee I drank because I was becoming so sensitive. So anyways, I just finally was like, you know what, God, like, just gonna, let's just do it. I'm ready. Because you know what? Coffee just seems like more of a pain in the butt now than anything. So I think I'm just gonna let it go. Which I feel like God had wanted me to let coffee go a while ago, but I definitely was not ready because I just loved it too much. But now that I see that the effects of it kind of outweigh any benefit, the negative effects, it's like easier to say, okay, buy coffee, like, and not really miss it. But what I wanted to talk about was that I'm on day 5 right now. This is my 5th day with no cup of coffee, and I'm doing like pretty good. But then again, even though I was a coffee drinker, I never drank it like first thing in the morning as soon as I got up. Like, I generally like to wake up and do a stretch or work out and pray and stuff like that, and then afterwards have coffee. So it's not like I needed it to function or to work out, which was good. But yeah, but I don't want to say did because I could still experience effects because I'm only on day 5 of no caffeine. But I wanted to talk about this because this is something else that could cause shortness of breath or chest tightening. And so this is what I love about YouTube. So many other people share the similar experiences and everybody can talk about it so that you feel comforted that you're not alone and that, like, okay, like, everything's okay. So I just wanted you to see some of these comments. So someone says here, this is the symptoms of caffeine withdrawal. My symptoms were heart palpitations, not being able to sleep, and breathing difficulties. So, like, yeah, I kind of experienced all those a little bit. Like, and it's funny because you would think that you didn't drink caffeine so you could sleep. But that happened to me one night or 2 nights where, like, I was having the hardest time falling asleep and I just felt really weird. So, and then one morning I just felt like my chest was a little bit heavy, and I just tried to relax. And so, but knowing that other people experience these symptoms brought me comfort as well. So yeah, let's see here. What else? I've been working on slowly down my soda intake. It's scaring me too. See, anxiety. You would think that it's funny because you would think some of these symptoms you would feel when drinking caffeine, but you can also experience them when coming off of caffeine as well. So feeling like my chest and throat was tight is worrying me, and heart palpitations, weakness. So I kind of felt that as well, like in my throat and chest. Yeah, like, and I think the anxiety probably comes from feeling that tightening. Um, so that doesn't help, but it's kind of like an immediate response, because nobody wants to feel those strange feelings. This person says they're a month in and they feel better. So yeah, it just takes time. Experienced dizziness. I had dizziness one day and a little bit of a headache as well. Irregular heartbeats. I did experience some strange sensations in my heart. Anxiety and panic attacks. Like, I did kind of have a little bit of that because of the fact that what I was feeling in my chest, but what I just tried to enter into my meditative mind and just close my eyes and just be with God and kind of allow the sensations to, come and, like, eventually flow. But yeah, it's definitely not fun in the moment. This person says, dude, I've been bugging because I've been feeling so shot. 4 days since I had caffeine, weird heartbeat, anxiety, headaches, tingles, chest pain, eyelid twitching, trouble sleeping. see, what else? Insomnia again. This person says their heart was pounding pretty fast. They were having tachycardia. They quit drinking energy drinks. Yeah. This person said they thought they were getting a heart attack, migraine, insomnia, fast heartbeats, chest tightness, feeling like someone is suffocating me, stress, anxiety. So see, probably I think that because I feel grateful because I think that by the grace of God throughout the years, I have been slowly tapering down on coffee until like this point. Like I think I was tapering down without even knowing I was tapering down. So when I decided 5 days ago to, okay, say, all right, I'm not going to have coffee anymore, like I was already to a point where like, I was tapered down to like weak coffee, cup, maybe half a cup a day. Sometimes I take a few sips and be like, oh, it doesn't taste that great. I'm just going to forget about it. So I have been naturally kind of tapering down, thank God. This person says they started cutting back espresso due to their schedule and they were started having anxiety. Okay. So yeah, depression. This person had a detox, flu detox, signs of a heart attack, they thought. Let's see, bad headache, wicked insomnia, heart racing at an aggravating speed at night. That happened to me one night, and I was like, "What the heck?" Because you don't know this is gonna happen because you didn't drink coffee, so you think you're not gonna have these things, and then all of a sudden it happens and kind of freaks you out. Minor headaches, body pains. Let's see. It felt like my body was slowly losing its strength. Yeah. So, that's my black eye. Haha. So yeah, I just wanted to share that because in light of what's going on, with the new disease they're trying to say is new, if people get off coffee right now and they experience some of those symptoms, they could think that maybe they have this disease or something and they could get freaked out. So I just wanted to share that.